The Department of Health MEC Nomagugu Simelane is set to visit the Prince Mshiyeni Hospital in Umlazi to welcome babies born on New Year's Day. We take you there live.
Oh, okay. Yes, and I realized that you have a wrong bag.
So it's not in the bag, then we're going, oh.
No. It was with the bag and
All right, these are live visuals coming from Umlazi in KwaZulu-Natal, where we are expecting health MEC in that province, Nomagugu Simelane, to brief the media following new babies that were born overnight. And just before we went there, you might have seen my colleague Calvin Dludla interviewing some mothers at the Chris Hani Baragwanath Academic Hospital, where 13 babies, newborn babies, at midnight into 2025, and you could actually have seen the mothers there quite happy to have their babies in the new year. And my colleague Calvin there also trying to interview some of the babies, saying that he's trying to get the natural sound. But of course, that's part of the work here. And but those visuals coming to you live in KwaZulu-Natal, where the health MEC in that province is expected to brief the media, and my colleague Mlondi Khadebe there as well in those developments, giving us blow-by-blow developments or details rather, as the briefing is yet. And of course, you could probably see many healthcare officials lined up on the table, trying to bring of what's going to be said to the members of the media. Excited times for mothers, of course, and exciting times rather for the portfolio representatives there. They are still sort of briefing each other in terms of what's going to be said. And of course, my colleague Mlondi Khadebe, as I said, he's watching that story closely, and he will be bringing us those details throughout the day. And I'm sure even other provinces as well, you might as well expect health MECs in those respective provinces to give us details in terms of how many babies were born from midnight into the 2025 into this year. And let's go there live as they are starting with the briefing.
Good morning, MECs. Good morning, colleagues. Happy New Year. Hallelujah.
Oh, bad boy.
I'm sure colleagues, welcome, Happy New Year. We are going to have the MECs media, and following that we will then start our program. We will then go to areas that have been identified in the facility and do the work that will be done by both the MECs, followed by the office, SASA, and Home Affairs assisting as well. So from now I'm going to give the MEC for Health the opportunity to start, then the MEC for TSG will speak. MEC.
Thank you very much, HOD, Dr. Shabalala. We wish to acknowledge and appreciate the presence of MEC Shinga from Social Development, Tatewethu Thabo from SASA is with us. We have Mr. Mkhize from Home Affairs. We have managers from the Department of Health, from DDG Muji, and managers from the district, including the hospital. And we have managers from social development as well that MEC Shinga is traveling with. We appreciate your presence and welcome everyone to this meeting, to this briefing. We decided, ladies and gentlemen of the media, that we will have a joint session like this with MEC Shinga because we both belong in the executive to a cluster that we call a social. And social cluster in essence speaks to what we do, and there's about 5 or 6 departments that are in that cluster, but because of the nature of the work today, it actually impacts on just the 2 departments, and that is why you find that we are all here together. We, as a provincial executive cabinet, provincial executive council, we take very serious the work of working together as clusters, because some of the work that has to be done is work that we cannot do individually as departments. And I know MEC Shinga is today going to speak to the issue of teenage pregnancy, which I will not talk to today because I spoke to that very much in detail during the Christmas babies welcome. But of work that we have to do together, not just the 2 departments, also Department of Education, Department or the SAP and a few other departments. So it is appreciated, and the fact that we're able to be here together today. But ladies and gentlemen, let me start by wishing the people of KwaZulu-Natal and all of you a happy new year today. We trust that you ushered the new year in peacefully and responsibly. Responsibly being the one part that I want to emphasize, and I see a few eyes are being averted when I say responsibly. So we do have to be responsible. It is indeed a tremendous honor to be at Prince Mshiyeni Memorial Hospital today, as we welcome a brand new year, as well as the precious first babies of 2020. The Prince Mshiyeni as a hospital is a hospital that. So it is fitting that we are here today because over the year, we know that the headcount of Prince Mshiyeni is extremely in the province. HOD told me at some point that it's probably the 2nd highest in the country as well. So it is really befitting that we are here today, and it is unfortunate that we've not been here before on New Year's Day. We've been here before on numerous times, but just on New Year's Day or Christmas Day to welcome the babies, it is really befitting that we visit you. Like I said, this is our biggest and busiest hospital in the province, which delivers anywhere between 900 to 1,000 to 1,200 babies each month. This facility is. This little bundle of joy that we are welcoming today represents a spirit of hope and the endless opportunities that lie ahead in the new year and beyond. The start of the new year marks the opening of a fresh chapter in our lives. It gives each of us an opportunity to reflect. Let us therefore dedicate this year to revitalizing our minds, bodies, and souls. The start of the new year is a good time to stature of health consciousness. It is also an opportune phase to start taking proactive steps to protect our loved ones from preventable illnesses. I urge all of you to utilize the comprehensive health screening and testing services available at our public health facility so we can know our health status. By the way, these services are not just available at our facilities, we also take them out to communities. Just 2 or 3 days ago, we were at the beach where we actually, as we speak today, have our mobile units that are stationed there, and we urge the people of KwaZulu-Natal and those that are visiting us to utilize those things. And those are not meant to address just the urgent matters. Any other matter, any other health matter that you might have difficulties with while you are with us, you are welcome to go and utilize those services. Early detection of diseases is key to addressing potential health challenges before they become serious. Those who have chronic ailments, it is critical to take our medication as prescribed in order to avoid unnecessary health complications which can lead to death. As part of our New Year resolutions, we need to commit to healthier eating habits by incorporating balanced and nutritious meals into our daily routine. This doesn't require that one must have a lot of money. There is very cheap ways of ensuring that you eat healthy. Uyakwazi ukuthi ube nengadi encane eduze komnyango noma eduze kwalapho esingena khona ekhaya utshale amavlapho. Mungakwazi ukwenza lokho, sekuneyindlela ezintsha manje, new innovative ways of doing so, particularly in urban centers where you are able to utilize either a bucket, an old yes, an old tire, and we have been taught how to do this. The Department of Agriculture is willing to bring people to assist us with those. So we are urging our people to make sure that we really do our best to eat healthy food. Let us avoid food that has too much sugar, salt content, and get into the habit of eating more vegetables and boiling meat rather than frying. Kumnandi ukudla okuboiliwe ngoba akusho ukuthi uyaxaphisa nje kuphela. Ukuboil uphinde ukulungise kube mnandi ukufry kahle ngamafutha ayinyama. So we are really urging people to change habits. I'm talking as a mother again manje who actually cooks. So we are urging our communities to really change the way that we prepare our meals, because if we don't do so, our health is really going to continue to be a challenge. Let us make regular physical activity a part of our lifestyle, because exercise not only helps with weight management but also reduces the risk of heart disease and support better blood sugar and insulin regulation. As we embark on this journey, I am proud to let you know that just a few days ago, I myself started the year in a positive note, because when we were at the beach, like I said, we went there, we walked about 5 kilometers, or we joined people who were walking, and we had about 5-kilometer walk, and the intention of that walk was to show people it is doable. You don't have to run, you don't have to be exerting yourself too much, but the intention is that you must keep your body moving, because that is what the body needs. This initiative serves to promote healthy living as well as a motivation for all of us to embrace an active and health-focused lifestyle in 2025. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to inform you that as of 7 a.m. this morning, KwaZulu-Natal has been blessed with the arrival of 45 New Year babies born in our healthcare facilities across the province. This was made up of 26 girls, and this was 7 a.m. today. Since 9:30, this number has grown to 55, made up of 33 girls and 22 boys. Our first New Year's baby is a bouncing baby boy who was delivered at KwaZulu-Natal Hospital at 5 past midnight, followed by another boy at 7 minutes past midnight. These babies have a birth weight of 3.2 kg and 2.7 kg respectively, and their mothers are aged 27 and 29. SABC Hospital has had a total of 5 New Year babies, which makes it one of our busiest maternity wards this month. The numbers might still grow, but the numbers might grow elsewhere in the province. Here at Prince Mshiyeni Memorial Hospital, we have had 4 new year babies so far, and this was by 9:30. I am now informed that the numbers have grown. And I was quite surprised, CEO, when I was told that you only had 4 babies, and I said that is not like Mshiyeni. So as we were sitting down, HOD is telling us that he of a few more that have been born, and I said, yeah, that's the Mshiyeni that I know. So yes, our numbers as the day progresses will change, and our media colleagues should not be surprised. It is the nature of the job. St. Mary's Hospital in Mariannhill has been among our busiest maternity wards, having welcomed 7 new year babies so far. It is followed by Herikwala Regional Hospital, which was formerly known as Edendale, with 6 new year babies, and Newcastle Hospital with 5 new year babies. To these newborns and their families, we offer our heartfelt congratulations. The birth of a child is a moment of great joy and responsibility. As government, we are committed to ensuring these little ones get the best start in life, including early birth registration to secure their legal status, facilitating registration for the child support grant for qualified families, which my colleague MEC Shinga will be speaking to. And as I indicated earlier on, we also have colleagues that come from Home Affairs. So as government, we decided, like I said earlier, it's important that we work together, because that is how communities require the services that we provide government. While we celebrate these new lives, we cannot ignore the number of our new year babies who were born to teenage mothers. And like I said earlier on, MEC Shinga is going to be, and it's a matter that we raised and spoke about in detail on the 25th. It is a matter that worries us as the province of KwaZulu-Natal. As the KwaZulu-Natal Department of Health, we cannot overstate the importance of early presentation by pregnant women at healthcare facilities. We really want to say to pregnant mothers, pregnant ladies, as soon as you know, as soon as it has been confirmed that you are pregnant, please go and present yourself, because that is going to be a difference between a healthy pregnancy and a healthy baby, and a pregnancy that is going to be very difficult. Ideally, we would like all pregnant women in KwaZulu-Natal to come forward for antenatal checkups within the first 20 weeks of their pregnancy. Our target in this regard for the whole province is 75%. Here at eThekwini District, this target has been surpassed, as we currently stand at 78% of pregnant women who've come forward. We really appreciate that, and we hope all the other ladies who will fall pregnant over the next 12 months will also take a leaf out of this book. We'll continue working hard to increase our performance in this regard as much as possible. Early visits to antenatal clinics are essential to identifying and managing potential challenges that may arise during pregnancy. Whether it's monitoring the baby's growth, screening for conditions like hypertension and diabetes, or providing nutritional guidance, early care significantly enhances the health outcomes of both mother and child. We also urge all pregnant women to commit to continuous attendance of antenatal clinics throughout their pregnancy. Our clinics are staffed with trained professionals who are ready to offer support, address concerns, and provide the best possible care. By working together, we can reduce complications and ensure that every mother to be informed during their special time, as this is a time that all or most females want to appreciate and want to enjoy. We are aware that holiday season, some people might have been taking what we have termed a medication vacation and stopped taking their chronic medication. This is dangerous and definitely not recommended, as it might lead to unnecessary health complications and possibly even death. We nevertheless wish to invite those who are also have stopped and what we term lost to follow up to treatment to come back to our facilities. As January starts, we are going to be running or conducting a campaign that we call Welcome Back campaign, and the intention of the campaign is to say, come back, come take your treatment. We will not ask questions. No one will shout at you, CEO. No one will shout at anyone who had stopped taking their medication, but we want people to come back and take their treatment, because that becomes a difference between a healthy you and a you that is about to pass on. We are ready to assist so that people can improve their health outcomes. The dawn of the new year is also an opportunity for us in the health sector to reflect on our purpose and recommit to our calling. To all our healthcare workers, we know and appreciate all the hard work that you put in and day out, often under difficult circumstances, including during the busy December and January holiday season. Let us remember that being a healthcare worker is more than a job. It is a vocation. It is a calling. Therefore, every patient deserves to be treated with dignity, respect, and care, as if they were our own family members. Respect is a two-way street. So every patient and or relative has a responsibility to treat our healthcare workers with respect at all times. We have discovered, HOD, that in some of our facilities, MEC, when patients come in, sometimes some of the family members ill-treat the health workers that are in those facilities. We are making a call to communities to say, if you don't understand what is happening to your loved one, if you don't agree with the way your loved one in all our facilities, we have phone numbers that are put around us. That are phone numbers that belong to the CEO of that particular facility, but a contact of the district manager as well. Please at least utilize those services so that you raise your concerns. Do not manhandle our health workers. Do not ill-treat our health workers, because these are people that you need moving forward. So it is important that we speak to health workers to treat our patients with respect, but we are also calling on communities to also treat our health workers with respect, because if that happens, it means we are not going to have facilities, because you will have health workers who decide that they are no longer safe and therefore are not willing to assist us. Siyacela ke ukuthi sibambisane ngaleyo ndlela nomphakathi wonke. As I conclude, before handing over to my colleague, I wish to say, let us be the change we wish to see. Together, let us make 2025 a year of good health, happiness, and prosperity. In this spirit of renewal, I leave you with a profound ancient African proverb that says, if you want to go quickly, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. We're here together. And that is an indication that indeed we want to go far. Finally, we have received in the past 2 days about 2 complaints of ambulances that are being abused by some of our health workers. One was found, in fact, both of them were found at Tegwini. Premier yesterday morning received a complaint from a concerned citizen saying an ambulance is parked outside a tavern and it has been parked there for a number of hours. Fortunately, that person was able to give us the contact, well, not the contact, but the registration number of that ambulance, and we are following up on the matter. Or a day before that, the Provincial Secretary of the A, Babu Mtolo, sent me a video of an ambulance that was in eThekwini and was transporting building material. We have followed up and we've done preliminary investigations, and we discovered that ambulance actually comes from Ugu district. So umuntu uthathe ambulance wasuka naye wahamba nayo indlela yonke esikogwini wezeThekwini wa decide ukuthi iambulance kufuna isetshenziswe as a transport material. We are working on that, and I want to say to communities, we appreciate that kind of ceba or pima hotline, because isiza ukuthi sidile nenkinga. It helps us to identify who is driving that vehicle at that particular point and be able to act. So I want to say to other community members that if you also see abuse of facilities of the department in that particular fashion, please, by all means, Pimpa hotline ceba hotline yethu ivuliwe. Come and tell us, give us details. Don't wait ukuthi ngolunye usuku uyothi vela ama ambulance awekho ingoba niyawasebenzisa nangabe niyophuza utshwala. Cha, sitshele ngesikhathi kuphuzwa ngayo utshwala iambulance so that sikwazi ukuthi siyi-address. So we are working on that, and there are processes that the management are following in respect to those particular matters, and we hope that is going to be patient to all our health workers that we should not abuse facilities of the department, especially because those are life-saving facilities that our communities need. To our newest citizens in the province of KwaZulu-Natal City, welcome to the world, and to everyone here, once again, Happy New Year. We hope you are going to enjoy the rest of the year, and we hope everything that you wish for Kulonyaga.
Thank you
very much, Edward.
All right, we're coming out of that briefing by KwaZulu-Natal Health MEC Nomagugu Simelane at the Mshiyeni Hospital in Umlazi, where there is a joint session or a social cluster constituting, or rather consisting of health department and education department, as well as a social development department. Of course, MEC welcoming babies that were born at midnight and mentioning that 45 newborn babies were actually received at midnight in the province. 26 of those girls and 19 of those are boys. But since 9:30 this morning, when this show was on, that number went up to 55 in total, and she also mentions there that 33 girls received, and in total 22 boys received. And but one issue that troubles the department, of course, teenage pregnancy, and I think this is one of the issues that will actually continue to be